Welcome back to the action here live from Wigan, where it is the 5th Women's Series event of 2022, and we are into the second round action. Now we've got a treat for you coming up after this one, as Lisa Ashton,
Abby to throw for the ball.
4-time world champion, takes on 2-time world champion Mikuru Suzuki. But before that,
25.
Abby Jurd has just thrown her dart for the ball, takes on Juliet Findley.
25.
The winner of this to play the winner of that. Still a race to 4 legs.
Outside.
And the battle for the ball to decide who will throw first in this best of 7. Not up with the rules there, Juliet. PDC rules that if the dart is outside, it doesn't matter whether it's nearer or not. It has to be outside 25 or bull. She was playing pub rules a bit there, Johnny.
20.
Many a times me and my mates have had an argument of measuring a dart from inside the bullseye, see who's the closest there, but...
Outside.
Here's
won the ball.
Abby Jurd, Abfab, as she's known.
Abby to
the
throw
32-year-old from Eastleigh. They'll get us underway in this last 64 contest.
$59.
Juliet Findley, the account manager from March in Cambridgeshire.
22.
Starting us off in this last 64 here at the Robin Park Centre here in Wigan.
58.
Festival of darts taking place all around us. And as Chris, you rightly mentioned, there is a
100.
A true Titanic tussle coming up very shortly. But whet your appetite, grab the popcorn for that one.
Yeah, glad that has been selected for the streaming board. I think it
21.
really selected itself, didn't it? But if you are interested to know how things work here at these events, there are 16 boards around the arena.
96.
Players allocated to a board when the draw is done, and then we select the action from one of the boards for the first round, one of the boards for the second round, and then a game
26
from the third round, last 16 quarters, semis, and of course the final for the streaming board. So you won't see every dart thrown in the tournament, but we'll try and bring
84.
you the best and let you know about the rest.
Yes, plenty of stories going on here, not just for these tournaments, but also merit points to be won. Well, match played.
140.
Not that far away. You know, we are approaching the summertime. Glorious blue skies here in Wigan as we came in this morning. And no doubt wherever you are in this country as well. It's absolutely
81.
gorgeous bank holiday weekend forecast.
And Findley down to a finish first.
60.
118. Now should start on treble 20. Not treble 18.
98.
I'll tell you why at the start of the next leg.
Mopped up well though. Abby Jurd on 137. Treble 19 is usually the way to go there. To leave up an even 80.
97.
But leaves us out top, so both of these competitors down to a double. It'll be Findley to go first on 2 10s, and blinking you miss it from Juliet Findley. Straight in, and is now with the darts in the second leg.
Yeah, so Findley does take the first leg, but it is widely disapproved
57.
of the route that she went there on 118, because if she hits the 54, she'll only get a dart at the bullseye with a single in the next visit. Where she hits the treble 20, then she can go 18 for double top. If she hits a single 20, she's still got a chance to go treble for double.
45.
So yeah, the correct route is a treble 20, but a lot of players still do go that 18s route.
60.
Didn't harm her on that occasion.
$58.
Trebleless visits so far for Findley. So Abby Jurd looking to
58.
capitalise, but still has a 50-point lead. As Findley
78.
With the last treble, it makes it a little bit more interesting. 263. Abby Jurd with a couple of drifts here.
28.
And now we're got an even leg. Both players starting from 263.
26.
And it's one of those dodge areas as well where 99's better than 100. But neither player has
38.
managed to really make a dent in that score.
No, very much a pedestrian leg for both of these competitors, but this is better from Findley.
87.
And gets down to a finish first, leaving a ton 50. Abby Jurd glances at the score of 225. Knows he's got to come across now.
97.
That was an excellent last start, in fact, because a single 19 there would have left a bogey finish of 166. So
42.
a 128 here for Abby Jurd on the 18s first.
And that's a shot where he should start on treble 18.
40.
Findley could start on treble 18 for this shot. The old Shanghai on the 18s, but she goes the more conventional treble 20 route and gets a dart at double top. Oh, it's a lovely finish from Findley, who doubles her lead. Just when Jurd was in the ascendancy, Findley makes it 2-0 with that ton-topping checkout.
It's the first ton plus finish we've seen on this main board this morning with that 108 from Findley. And with the breaker throw as well, has daylight between her and her opponent.
60.
Certainly going to form so far. Both of these players have played in all of the Women's Series events this year. Jurd is yet to win a match. Findley actually reached the quarter-finals of the first
60.
event we had in Barnsley last month, and she beat Kirsty Hutchinson in the last 16 there, who we've just seen put in an excellent display. She beat her 4-1.
57.
So the form book favours Findley.
Loose opener.
45.
Slight recovery back into the 20s. Well, for Findley here, opportunity begging
59.
to make a dent in this leg. For pressure on the 32-year-old from Eastleigh. Still a close leg, and Abby Jurd looking to try and get back in this contest.
78.
Good last start to give a 50-point lead. But Findley chasing.
45.
Yeah, so close in this third leg. Now should go bull here.
100.
Would have left to finish had she hit the 25.
But 175, and Findley losing the line
21.
on this one. So Abby Jurd here will feel buoyed that has a bit of breathing space here and can try and make a true impact into this 175, but only 40 scored. Looking to try and get under a ton there, but not the case. Findley back at 259. Should get down to a finish here. 19 is the shot now.
99.
Does so. It's an outside shot at 160, but it's a shot nonetheless.
Well, I think we can see Abby Jurd's intentions here, because she's staying away from that bull even on 135. So her plan is just to keep throwing at treble 20 until she gets down to a double.
Another one of them would be nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go indeed. Oh, just shy.
40.
That would have been a roof raiser.
Yeah, the finishers. An attempt at 160, which followed an expertly executed 108. It could have been back-to-back three-figure outs for Juliet Findley. And in the last couple of legs, Jurd has looked to be in a good position, and Findley out of nowhere has snatched it. Double five, we'll see her do that again.
10.
But not this time.
Important 3 darts coming up here for Abby Jurd to get back into this contest. It's a single 10 hit, double 18.
Game
and is back in the contest in this third leg. Still Findley with the throw. 2-1. We have a game on.
22.
Yeah, she's shown that she's more than capable of coming from nowhere and threatening big finishes. She's taken one out, Juliet Findley.
26.
So there's big gaps in her stat sheet, her results records, Juliet Findley. So I'm assuming
41.
that she put the darts down for a period of time. In fact, about as long as you, Johnny, because she played in the World Masters in 2014. We didn't see her again until the Women's Series in 2020. It's
60.
possible she continued to play county and things like that, but just not in the bigger events.
But it's come here with some good form. With that 108
59.
checkout and just a hair's breadth away from a 160. But Abby Jurd, with that third leg,
100.
seemed to be buoyed with staying in this contest. A 2-1, and has got a slight advantage here as well.
36.
Especially after that throw, so she's stolen the throw here as the Eastleigh native on 3-1-5.
Yeah, she's had a slight advantage in each of the last couple of legs, but then Findley has
100.
still got darts at double in both of those.
$60.
So 2-1-5 for Abby Jurd, who's had 2-ton visits for the last 6 darts. And another ton would be lovely here, and that is indeed the
100.
case. So down to 115, Findley on 283. Switching to the 18s, and a good last dart as well.
134.
There's just one big visit in there, isn't there, every single leg for Juliet Findley that gets her in contention. In the last couple of legs have been
26.
attempts at finishes, one of them executed. She threatened the 160. How about the 149? No.
41.
41 still keeps on 108, and she checked that out earlier in this tie. Trouble 7, 68 left, so 18s for the bullseye.
60.
Not far off, was it?
Almost looked like it went through the wire there. She knows how to do this one. Can't repeat the trick. So the first
40.
focus here for Jurd is to hit the big number.
Single 9 or single 5, which way are you going? Going downstairs
No
instead.
score.
Oh dear.
Yeah, single 17, but didn't find the big number. Hit the double. Was perhaps too much jeopardy going that route. We'll come back to that because Findley wants the bull.
43.
And now they've both got that equation. But yeah, you've got the treble and the double there that can completely wipe you out of the chance. Does she change attack this time?
No, indeed, not the case. 17 for double 4. That's a good guide inside that,
Game
and
shot.
uses the guide well, and now we have a level contest.
Abby Jurd squaring up from 2-0 behind. Findley has had darts to win every single leg of this match. It could be over by now, albeit one of them at the end of a 160 checkout and another for the bullseye in the previous leg. But that won't be lost on her. She'll know that she could be walking back
83.
to her table of friends or back to her practice board ready for the next round. Instead, she's deadlocked at 2 apiece.
81.
And Abby Jurd has seemed a more confident player since taking that third leg. Has been scoring better.
43.
And has given Juliet Findley really something to think about here. And now the Cambridgeshire native is really in a contest. And Abby Jurd,
81.
another 81 scored. 279, plays 375.
Reminder coming next, Mikuru Suzuki against Lisa Ashton.
61.
A mouth-watering tie as early as the second round. Just looking out into the arena here, interestingly, I can see Lisa Ashton on the practice board just
41.
below us. Mikuru Suzuki, though, relaxing on her table with a friend Yukiya Sakaguchi.
100.
Interesting sometimes whether there are a few mind games that go on.
100.
A good last start there for Abby Jurd to leave 138. So pendulum begins to swing either way here. Findley needs to get that treble.
58.
Leaves a finish, but 138. The first bite of the cherry in this fifth leg.
Well, it's a good switch.
88.
And it's an interesting choice to leave 50. I think a miscount, perhaps.
60.
So options here, 18s or 10s. Looking upstairs to the 18, just gets inside it. It was 2 darts at 16s, 1 dart at double 8, and now has the lead from 2-0 down. Abby Jurd 3-2 ahead, 1 up with 2 to play.
Yeah, and that time she didn't allow her opponent a dart at double.
58.
It's an excellent turnaround for Abby Jurd. Remember, she's lost all 4 of her first round matches so far at the Women's Series in 2022.
81.
Defeats to Mem Martin, Jane Monaghan, Jackie Wilkinson and Chrissy Manley.
So Findley
85.
needs a response here, and quick. Not a bad visit with an 85. But Abby Judd his confidence has grown as this match has gone on.
80.
And it's a good response. And 80, there's not much between the two players in this sixth leg.
She has remained focused, hasn't she? Even at 2-0 down,
81.
haven't seen a real change in the demeanour. The game plan, which seems to be just carry on throwing at that 20 and think about a finish when you get there.
60.
Findley with the throw.
59.
In this leg, 218 plays 280. So Abby Judd will be looking for a treble here and finds one. Another one of them will be lovely.
100.
We'll still be happy with the ton.
$96.
So 122 left for Findley. Abby Judd on 180. Look, trying to get this down to a 2-darter.
38.
Not much pressure going to be happening on this 1-2-2. With 18's the shot here, Chris.
Single will do now. And the ball. In the ball. What a shot that is for Juliet Findley to tie up this match and force a decider. It's a second 3-figure finish for Findley, superseding the 108 from the second leg. And it forces a last leg shootout.
40.
Well, a 108 and a 1-2-2 from Findley in this contest. And now, can the pendulum swing their way?
83.
Has the early lead in this leg. Abby Judd under pressure, needs a treble visit, and is going to get one.
100.
And the scoring has been better from the 32-year-old midwife.
Yes. Just unfortunate
41.
for her that Findley's managed to find her best visits at the end of legs. Let's not forget she also missed tops for a 160 checkout as well.
81.
Abby Judd seems to be finding trebles on these visits. Was pretty much lost at sea in the first couple of legs, but now has found the game
31.
to take this to a decider. And as you mentioned, Chris, you know, Findley has really got into the groove towards the end of legs.
121.
Yeah, don't let her get there is the scenario. Don't let her get within finishing range because she's dangerous. Jurd is in
38.
finishing range, but not on a finish. 159, the lowest bogey number, but she's going to take a big chunk out of it.
Looking to try and
83.
set this up into a 2-darter, and does so with 76. Findley way back on 308 here. So Judd, you'd argue, is going to have at least 6 darts. And it's not the leg
59.
to remember here for Juliet Findley. It's on 249, so Judd with 76 to get into the last 32. 16 for tops.
36.
Well, she'll have at least 3 more at that target. May only be 3 more, mind.
100.
Double top. It was very high the first attempt. Needs to come south. Not that far. Double 10. But it's in the end, and Abby Jurd gets her first win on the Women's Series in 20.